Jamaatul Muslimin, firstly, I would like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting me this opportunity to stand before you. And tonight, with just a little bit of our Naseehah, we are talking about the importance of tawbah, the importance of seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In one of the hadith of our Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he mentioned one beautiful story of a man that killed 99 people. When he killed 99 people, he sought forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he felt a remorse of what he had done. Then he asked for advice as to who can give him the adequate advice for him to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And someone pointed to him, to a Christian monk. Then he said, go to him, he may guide you. The man, he went there to him, then he said, Mister, I've learned that you can guide me. I killed 99 people. Do you think Allah will forgive me? And the man, he said, geez, man, this is a lot of people. There is no forgiveness. The door is shut for you. The man got angry, then he killed him also. He completed 100. Then he looks again for advice. Then he was shown to a wise man, and the wise man said to him, listen, brother, there is nothing that stops you from talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the man continued on his path. Then he was told, go to the such and such a land. You shall find people that are devoted to worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Join them. Be part of them. Reform your life. Transform. With that, Allah will forgive you. The man, he found this advice to be very satisfying. Then he opted for the journey. Then he moved, going to that particular land that he had been informed. Half his journey, something happened. Malakul Maut came and grabbed the soul of this man. The man is caught between where he is coming from and where he's going. Then he died right there. It's very unusual to see angels of adhab, of punishment, and angels of rahmah coming on the same place at one go. But this happened on this moment. Both angels, those of rahmah, of mercy, and those of Jahannam, they are also together at the same part. They started disputing. You guys, what are you up to here? What are you doing here? And they said, and you guys, what are you doing here? Between the angels disputing over this ruh of this soul, this man here, Allahu Akbar. Then the angels of mercy, they said, the man, when he died, he had niyat to go and ask for forgiveness. Therefore, we have to take him for his niyat, which was pure. He has to be forgiven. Then the angels of adab, they said, listen here, the man killed 100 people behind him. How can he just go to Jannah just like that? Whilst they were disputing, then Allah appointed an angel between the two in form of a human being, and he came to become a qadi, a judge, or the one that is a mediator between them. So the angel said, measure the distance between where he's coming from and where he's going. Whichever one he is close to, he belongs there. If he's still in the half of this part where he committed his sins, he may go to Jahannam. If he's on the other half where he's going to, then Allah will forgive me, he will go to Jannah. Wallahi, they measured, they found the man, he was right in the middle. The dispute comes, can we take half of him to Jannah, half of him to Jahannam? Subhanallah, I don't know how this works. You'll be a very fortunate soul to be caught in the middle of angels disputing for you, my brothers. Subhanallah. Huh? Now they ask him, how do we do this? And Allah, with his mercy, infinite mercy for the good niyat, he caused the land which he was going to come closer to him with a handspan, my brothers. Handspan, the whole village moved towards the man's chests. Why? Because of this beautiful niyat, and the man was forgiven and he was taken to Jannah. My brothers and sisters and dear listeners and viewers, there is no amount of sin that can make you feel despondent. There is no amount of sin that can make you feel that Allah will not forgive me. If Jannah was in your hand and my hand, wallah, you would choose who goes in there and who doesn't. But Allah has kept Jannah so that His mercy can encompass everyone who deserves Jannah. It doesn't matter how sinful you are. It doesn't matter how dirty the past is. But Allah is concerned of your present. What are you doing today before tomorrow? Al-kayyisu man dana nafsahu wa amila lima ba'da al-maut. The most good man is he who questions himself today before tomorrow comes, before his death comes. Well, ajiz, whereas on the other side, the foolish one, man atba' nafsahu hawa. He follows his whims. He follows his desires. وَتَمَنَّ عَلَى اللَّهِ الْأَمَانِي. Yet his hopes are very high that Allah will forgive me. My brothers, for you to choose forgiveness before Allah, you have to put effort. Forgiveness doesn't come handy. When we wrong our brother, when you say sorry, you can't just say, I forgive you. There are so many things that he has to consider before forgiveness. Whatever you've done to him, does it require you to get a little bit of punishment? But sometimes when we give forgiveness, for people will take it for granted. But Allah will forgive you each time you come back. Because Allah said, O Nabi Muhammad, he was talking to his dear Habib Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, if the people remain pious until the day of Qiyamah, Allah may punish those people. Because there won't be any purpose for Jahannam. But Allah loves those when they make a mistake, they remember Him quickly and they return back to the path. And these are the people who get the hidayah. When you say Ihdina Surat al-Mustaqim, this means return me back to the straight path. I'm lost, my Lord. Return me back to the path that I've missed one way or the other. So when we talk about forgiveness, my brothers, everyone who longs to be forgiven by Allah has to learn to forgive. If you wish to be in Jannah, you need to let go. Let go that emotion. Let go that hate. Let go that greed, that jealous that is stopping you from forgiving the person because they are a family member. Many people today, they don't talk to each other. Why? It's because for that simple inheritance, that simple promises that they've been promised by the claims, now people are not talking to each other. How are we going to meet in Jannah? We failed our dunya. Qati ar-rahim, someone who cuts the relations with his family, that person will not be in Jannah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open all the doors of goodness in our hearts so that our hearts become soft for forgiveness. Before the end of, at the end of the dua, the Imam was saying, Rabbi ghfirli wali walidayya. My Lord, forgive me and my parents. This is the dua. My Lord, forgive me and my parents. If you cannot make dua for your parents, my brothers, it means you are not raised well. If you fail to make dua for your mother, for your father, while they are still alive, you failed them. If you fail to make the dua when they are departed, when they are gone, they are marhum, you have also failed them. For there is no hindrance on that dua. Each dua you're making for them, wallahi, it's going straight into their qabr. Oh Allah, forgive my father. That dua, they find it. There is a hadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam where he mentioned that the arwah, the good souls, are released. They are released every Monday and Thursday. They come to their homes. They stand outside their families to see the ahwal, the condition of their families. In spite of them not being able to speak, but they can see the disputes that are going there. We cannot hear them. They can hear us. They worry. They feel sad each time when they see that the family they left behind disintegrated. But when they see the family still united, wallahi, they go back and give glad tidings to the other arwah. Because they say all the good souls as well in another hadith, when they pass on in this dunya, Allah, He releases them Asr time every Monday, whereby they come out. So they start talking, just like we are greeting each other. This is Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Did you hear so and so has passed on? And everyone will say, yeah, mashallah, we heard. We saw him, he was just hanging about here. They'll say, oh, mashallah, so he was a good soul. The moment when they ask each other, did you hear so and so, he passed on? And they just say, no, we didn't. All of them, they put their heads down in sadness that one soul has gone to Jahannam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we change the ability to forgive. No one is worth keeping grudge for. No one is worth holding for. You ask Allah, oh Allah, if I've been holding for too long, let me release whatever emotion and feeling that was disturbing my Jannah. Wa sallallahu wa baraka ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.